to create a folder. Let's just bring this folder in here. Okay, so you can see here that on the C drive I've created a folder called Andy Spiller, and into that I've saved a copy of the WordPress 321 zip file, and all I've done here is I've simply unpacked it. So if we just open that up, we can see that there's all the files that were in that zip file. So I'm just going to drag that back off the screen so it's out of our way. Okay, 34SP, they have a Ples control panel. You'll find that you'll get a control panel very similar to this one. Let's just log in. Okay, you'll get this particular account here has a number of different sites on it. So I'm just going to put in here Andy, and we're going to do a search, and it brings us up AndySpillerMusic.com, which is the site that we want. So starting out, this is what you're going to look at. You're going to see a number of different icons. Setting up mail, for example, the actual setup of the hosting site itself, different web users, etc., and the files that are on the site. This is Chrome. We won't get too involved in that, but that's basically to do with updating information on the site and making sure that it's up to date. And we can get reports and limits, etc. But the bit that we're interested in at this stage is creating a database. So you can see here there's an icon here called Databases. Let's just click that. And we've created this this test database. In order to create a database, all you have to do is just go into Create Databases, and you can create it there. Okay, so here we have the Coronac test database, and inside of that you have a database user, which I've just called WordPress 001. So once you've got that, we're good to go. The only other thing we need to do now is transfer the information across from our local machine here to the remote machine or to the server. And for that we're going to need a file transfer protocol program. Here I'm using one called FileZilla, which you can acquire for free. And all I've done here is on the local installation files, I've just opened up, this is our unpacked folder here. So this is just the zip file unpacked on here, and over here I've navigated by putting in the username and password to actually log into the remote site, and I'm looking at the HTTP docs. Let's just go back a little bit and just see what's happening there. So going to Site Manager here. Here you can see the site. I've put in here new site, Andy Spiller. I've put in the name of the host, so this is the site name or domain name, and we don't need to worry about these two, just leave those in default. Login type does need to be changed. This will be anonymous. This needs to be changed to normal. Then we've simply got our user name and our password, and go connect. It's already connected, so it'll probably ask me if I want to abort the previous connection, which we'll do. And here we are. So we're now in. And the folder that we want to open is this one, the HTTP docs. That's the folder in which the site files will be. Now we need to create a folder within HTTP docs. If we just loaded directly into the HTTP docs file, then that would simply default any activity on the site to the WordPress installation that we were going to place on it. But because I've got several on this particular site, I'm going to create a subdirectory. Here I'm created a subdirectory already, as you can see, WordPress. If I just open that, you can see I've also transferred these files. Now, all you do is you just open up the WordPress folder. It would have been empty, and I go to the first file within our unpacked files on our local machine. Just click the first one, go through to the end, press the Shift key, and on the keyboard, click the bottom one, and now if I drag those files across, you can see it would put them all over here. But I don't need to do that because I've already done it. As you can see, if this is just simply, as you can see, WP admin, content, includes, etc. All I've done is I've just literally already, because it takes some time, dragged those files across. Okay, so having done that, we now need to set it up. Okay, so let's just look at that. So we're going to go into the site itself. Let's just bring Opera back on here, and this is the current installation, which is a Drupal. You can see here, Drupal installation, which is on his site. We're going to create, separately to that, we're going to create this WordPress. So we better put in the directory we're going to. Okay, and you can see here that we need to create a configuration site. Configuration file. So let's just click that, and we need database name, database username, password, etc. Okay, so let's go. So the database name. So this is the name of the database that we want to run it in. So we've already done that bit. So if we just go back to our WordPress, you can see back to database. Here's the database here, which is just going to right click that and go copy, so we've got the right information. So I go back to setup, just highlight that, and we're going to paste the information there so we know we've got the right one there. We've got our, let's go back to Plesk again, and we've got, this is the name of our user. So we're going to put that in there. Now our password, I actually just use password because I'm not going to leave it on there for very long, so here we go, we can now just submit that. Okay, you've made it through to that part, and so now we can run the install. We need to create a site title, so we're going to call this Andy Spiller Music. Username is going to be admin, and we're going to put in our password as password, which it tells us is very weak, but that's okay. And email, so I'm just going to put in there me@email.com. You'd obviously put your own in there, and we're just going to click. I'm just going to click that off because it's only going to be a temporary thing. I'm going to go install WordPress. Success. Okay, so we've got admin, password. Just going to log in now, and we're going to put in admin, and we're going to put a password, our very weak password, which was password, and we're going to log in. We don't want to save for the site, and straight away it takes us, here we go, we've got the dashboard up, so we know that that's installed. Okay, let's just go and have a look at Andy Spiller Music and see what it would look like. And that's the default page, as you can see here, with the hello world, etc. So that's it. We've done that bit. Let's just add to that information. Let's just go into dashboard for a moment, and we're going to go to appearance, and we're going to find a different theme just to make it a little bit different from the default. So let's go install themes, and let's just have a look. We'll just pick one of these from down here. I don't know where this is going to take us, but let's say we wanted it to be green. So we're just going to go and find any themes that got a green base to them, and it gives us a variety of different. Oh, that's not very green, it's strawberry, but I quite like that. So let's just click that, and it'll automatically install. Here we go. Let's just click that and let it automatically do it. Installing, we need to activate it. So it's one of the things successfully installed, so we can go activate. And we can now see that that is the current theme. We'll have a look at Andy Spiller Music.